今天的内容是美国政府的第一讲 Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Constitution 是美国宪法 The Bill of Rights 是权利法案或者民权法案。The Constitution was written in 1787 and is considered the supreme law of the land in the United States. 美国宪法是1787年签署，并且被认可成为美国的最高法律。It sets up the government and lists the fundamental rights of all citizens and other people who are living in the United States. 它的主要作用是建设了美国政府，然后写清了在美国的居民的基本人权。Laws made in the United States must follow the Constitution. 在美国，要过的任何法律都必须遵循美国宪法。The Constitution, supreme law of the land, sets up the government. 美国宪法，美国最高法律，建设美国政府。We the people are the first three words of the Constitution. 我们人民是美国宪法的最开始三个词。This is to establish that the people set up the government. Government works for the people and protects the rights of the people. 也就是说，为了澄清美国宪法以人为本的这个立法精神，政府是为人民服务，然后保护人民的。The power to govern comes from the people, who are the highest power. 任何的立法或者行政权都来自于人民，人民才是这个国家的最高权力。This is called popular sovereignty, 也就叫做人民主权吧。The people elect representatives to make laws, 并且立法者是由人民直接选出的。What is the supreme law of the land? 美国最高法律是什么？答案是 The Constitution. The Constitution. 美国宪法。What does the Constitution do? 美国宪法的作用是，答案是 sets up the government. 成立、建设政府。The idea of self-government is the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? 表达美国宪法以人为本的立法精神的是哪三个词？答案是 We the people, 我们人民。好，下一个讲的是Constitution 主要是就是建立的是怎么样的一个政府。在图中我们可以看到的是 Constitution 作为最高法律成立了三个分支。第一个分支叫 Legislative 立法部门，第二个部门是 Executive 就是行政部门，第三个部门是 Judicial 也就是司法部门。然后他们接下来分别管的是 Legislative， 也就是立法部门门下呢包含的是 Congress 国会，国会包含的是 House of Representatives 众议院和 Senate 参议院。Executive 就是行政部门，底下包含的是President 和 Vice President 总统和副总统。Judicial 部门司法部门底下包含的是 Supreme Court 最高法院。The Constitution establishes three branches of government. 宪法成立了政府的三个分支。Each branch has different roles. 三个分支各司其职。The three branches were established to create check and balances, so no one branch would ever be too powerful. 这三个分支呢，其中行使一种权力制衡的操作，这样不会有任何一个分支过于的强大。 The separation of government into three branches create a system of check and balances to prevent one person or group from having too much power and violating the rights of the people. 制衡呢可以保证没有一个组织或者一个个人有过多的权利，然后进而侵犯到了人民的权利。This means that each branch can block or threaten to block the actions of the other branch. 也就是说呢，每一个分支都可以拒绝行使或者威胁拒绝其他部门的这个权利啊。For example, the U.S. Supreme Court in the judicial branch can reject a law passed by the Congress. 举个例子，就是最高法院可以拒绝行使国会通过的法律。这三个他们的主要工作可以给大家再解释一遍。Executive branch enforces laws，他们是执行法律的。Judicial branch interprets law， 司法部门解释法律的。Legislative branch makes laws， 立法部门当然就是立法了。好 ，What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful？ 如何阻止政府的任意一个分支拥有过多的权利？答案是 checks and balances， 权力制衡。国家政府和州政府的区别，以及他们各司其职，到底是哪些方面的功能 ？Federal government 负责的是 to print money, to declare war, to create an army, to make treaties， 就是比较国际上的这种啊，还有包括印钱啊，宣布开战啊，还有组织军队，还有和他国的一些经济或者政治上的条约。好 ，state government 州政府，他们负责的是 to give a driver's license, provide schooling and education, provide protection, police, provide safety, fire department, approve zoning and land use， 发放驾驶执照，然后教育方面的。还有警察部门方面的，还有火警这样子的，安全方面的，还有给予土地许可证。Before the Constitution, the 13 colonies governed themselves individually like state governments. 宪法出台之前呢，这13个原始州他们的自治就像现在的州政府一样。It was not until the Constitution that a federal government was established. 直到宪法出台之后，之前都没有真正的国家政府。As a result, the powers of the government in the United States are divided between the federal government and the state governments. 所以呢，美国政府的所有权力都是由国家政府和州政府分着来的。The federal government's powers are restricted to those described in the Constitution. 国家政府的权力呢，是由宪法当中写下的那些所掌控的。Most other powers belong to the states. 其他大部分的权力都还掌握在州政府的手上。The federal and the state governments share some powers, such as the ability to tax people. 也有一些权利是两者平分的，就譬如说是收税的权利。Under our constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? 在我们的宪法之下，有一些权利是由州政府掌握着的，说出其中的一个，答案是 to give a driver's license， 发放驾驶执照。Under our constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? 在我们的宪法之下，有一些权利只属于 政府国家级政府，说出其中的一个。答案是 to print money 印钱。After people read the new constitution, they realized that it only created the system and structure of the government. It did not address the individual rights. 在人们获悉了新的宪法之后呢，他们意识到，宪法里只写了，政府将是怎么样的，但没有澄清个人权利。Many Americans wanted a guarantee of the rights of the people and wanted a list of things the government could not do to its citizens. 所以有很多美国人就想要政府来保证他们的某一些权利是绝对不会被侵犯的。As a result, the Bill of Rights was written in 1791 as additions to the Constitution. These additions are called amendments. 所以呢，The Bill of Rights 也就是权利法案，在1791年出台了，然后相当于是对于美国宪法的修正案。Amendment 就是修正案的意思，这里也写着 a change or addition to the Constitution， 也就是说修正案可以是一个对于宪法的补充或者修改。详细的这10条修正案是什么？我们可以在这幅图里面看到。第一个 ，Freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition。宗教，还有言语，还有集会和请愿自由。第二个 ，Right to keep and bear arms in order to maintain a well-regulated militia。还有就是可以持枪。No quartering of soldiers， 在任何时期，哪怕是战争时期，也不可以强行征用房屋，为士兵，给士兵住。Freedom from unreasonable search and seizures， 不能无缘无故就被逮捕。Right to due process of law, freedom from self-incrimination.Double jeopardy， 这个可能有点复杂，就是你无论何时都不存在被直接投入大牢的这种操作，然后也不能有 double jeopardy 的意思是你不能为一次罪而付出2次惩罚。第6个 right to a speedy and public trial， 这个和前一个有点像，就是你无论何时都会获得一次正当合法的开庭审判。第7个 right of trial by jury in civil cases， 就是你一定会得到一个陪审团。第8个 freedom from excessive bail, cruel and unusual punishments， 不可以有过多的身体上的折磨这种刑罚。9 other rights of the people， 还有就是其他。10 power reserved to the states， 其他所有国家政府没有的权利都直接交由州际的权利。What is an amendment？ 修正法案是什么意思？答案是 a change to the constitution， 对宪法的修改。What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution？ 前10个修正法案的统称是什么？答案是 The Bill of Rights， 权利法案或者人权法案。How many amendments does the Constitution have？ 我们现今有的修正法案一共多少个？答案是27个。下面最重要的一个修正法案是 The First Amendment of the Bill of Rights， 就是第1个修正法案。它保障的是什么呢？在这里有写 Speech, Religion, Assembly, Press, Petition the Government， 言论自由、宗教自由、集会自由，还有登报自由，还有请愿自由。The First Amendment protects freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, freedom of press, and freedom to petition the government. The amendment says the Congress may not pass laws that establish an official religion and may not limit religious expression. 然后展开讲讲的话呢，就是国会永远不能通过任何一条法律，如果是要建立一个就是国家级的宗教，就是要求你强行要相信某一个宗教，或者要求你不能相信自己的宗教这类。Congress may not pass laws that limit freedom of the press or the right of people to meet peacefully. The First Amendment also gives people the right to petition the government to change laws that are not fair. Congress may not take these rights away. 其他的呢，包括不能侵犯人们的言论自由，不能侵犯人们的集会自由，还有在法律不合理的情况下，人们有权利请愿修改法律，然后国会是没有权利把这些人民的权利废除的。What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? 第一条修正法案保护的一项权利，说出其中的某一项。Freedom of speech， 当然还有很多啦，这个就是言论自由。Freedom of speech. What is freedom of religion? 宗教自由的意思是什么？答案是 We can practice any religion or no religion. 我们可以相信任何宗教，或者不相信任何宗教。What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? 说出美国所有居民的两项权利，答案是 freedom of speech and freedom of religion. 言论自由和宗教自由。Voting is one of the most important civics responsibilities of citizens in the United States. 投票是美国居民的一个，可以说是一个责任吧。There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about voting. 光是对投票权的修正法案就有4条。The 15th Amendment permits American men of all races to vote. 第15条修正法案是通过了让任何种族的男性都可以投票。It was written after the Civil War and the end of slavery. 然后它是在南北战争和奴隶制废除之后写下的。After the 15th Amendment passed, some leaders in the South were upset that African Americans could vote. 第15个修正法案写下之后呢，很多南方的统治者就觉得黑人不能投票。These leaders designed fees called poll taxes to stop them from voting. The 24th Amendment made these poll taxes illegal. 然后他们就出台了一个税务，就是黑人要投票要交一个税。然后呢，第24项修正法案使这个税也不合法了。就是这里写的 You don't have to pay to vote. 这是第24项修正法案，也就是说你不需要付任何钱来进行投票。The 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. 第19条修正法让女性也可以投票。The 26th Amendment lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. 第26条修正法案让你以前是21可以投票，现在是18可以投票。There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. 关于投票有4条修正法案，说出其中一个。这里给出的答案是 Citizens 18 and older. 也就是说这是第26条，说了18岁以上的居民都可以投票，不是居民，公民都可以投票。How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 如果你要投票给一个总统的话，你需要有多大？ 答案是18 and older， 18岁及以上。OK， 今天的课程就到这里了，拜拜。